Hi everyone, I wanted to take you on a small video course about startup sales. I recently made a post about how to manage your startup sales and created a 5-step framework for this to help you with commercial growth. I will walk you through a couple of points, very important. First of all, with my company Vondel Commercial, we help SaaS, marketplace, fintech and AI and deep tech companies from pre-seed to Series C with anything on the commercial field. There's a lot of challenges you can come across. We work with many frameworks, strategic and operational, using our own internal and external experts, but also full-timers which we can recruit for you, or use part of our interim or fractional managers that we have in our talent pool. So, what's also interesting is that we can help you out in several ways. No cure, no pay for a fixed fee, a part equity, or set up a hybrid combination with you. Let's discuss what you need to grow. Now, quickly, let's go to the commercial growth framework. I identified a couple of steps. There's 5 steps in total which are relevant for you. 1, fix the basics. 2, grow your revenue. 3, build your teams. 4, expand markets, and 5, optimize growth. Quickly, we'll walk you through these things. So, first of all, what you need to do when you start your business is set up a CRM system. So that's like a HubSpot system which you need to set up, including the leads, the lead segmentation, funnel, sales cycle, and set up dashboards in order to track the performance and the activity of yourself and your team. Next to that, obviously the materials, you need a sales deck to sell your proposition the right way. You need to create some emails, some reach out messages for LinkedIn to be able to target the right audience the right way. Then what you need is a go-to-market strategy. Think about how to target the market, how to do your business the right way, how to get in a market, what will be your ways to grow, to hack yourself in the market. What are the important leads, what are the important areas that you want to grow into. Another step is market research or market access advisory. When you go into a new market, it can be within the same country, obviously you need to understand the market dynamics. When you go to a new country, you really want to know what are the local ways of doing business, how does it work with contracts in this country, etc., etc. So, is everything focused on only the Berlin area, for example, in Germany, or would you also need to do business in Munich or in Cologne? If you go to France, you see that the majority of business is concentrated into Paris. How is it for the UK? How is it for the Nordics? Obviously, that's all important things that you want to know before you go into a new market. Next up, lead generation, very important. How are you going to get your leads? You're going to find it out yourself, scraping the internet, looking at competitors, or making lists yourself with Google. How do you do that? Then the last 3 things, obviously tools. You can use several tools to optimize your lead generation, to find the right contact information, phone numbers, etc., etc. Also, you can use automation to send out emails automatically to people and send up follow-up emails. And of course, AI, the biggest hype word of today, how to implement that for your business. Next up, and we're almost there, so stick with me please. Grow revenue. Sounds very simple. It can be very simple, but it can be hard as well. There's 3 things there. You have sales outreach, you have business development, and you have partnerships. With sales outreach, obviously you got to see who's going to do the sales calls, the emails. Are you going to do it only by sales calls and emails, or are you going to go to visit events and use that as a way to create leads? Business development on a very high level. How are you going to grow your business? Are there high-level introductions that you need to get into to open up opportunities, or can you do different stuff to make your business grow? And lastly, partnerships. Important to see, can you grow via a different channel than your current existing channels? You have, of course, product-led growth. You have your own outbound sales systems, but also very interesting to look into partnerships with other ecosystem players. Then, 3rd point, build teams. For building teams, you can obviously use our services to hire your network, to hire your team the right way, very fast. With Vondel, we work for half the price of normal recruitment players because we have a very large network, and what we try to do is tap into that and get the right match in a very quick amount of time, so that you can have your your team up and running ASAP. Next up, expanding markets. Point 4. International expansion is one of the things where you usually think about. This can be done remotely, but this can also be done by having your boots on the ground, or even by opening up a local office. So there's different facets and options here with different implementations and implications on your business and on your resources, obviously. So decide well on what you want to do, or take it step by step. We can help you with that decision as well. Also, if you want to open up new verticals or new market segments, that's an interesting thing to look into. For example, there's companies that for now have only been targeting segment A, but now also they want to go into segment B and segment C because there's a big market up for grabs. This is like starting a new business in a new market. So be aware of the dynamics that are needed there. And last but not least, based on the expansion into new markets, you can do this everything nowadays a lot with digital sales, but you can also step into field sales, the more old school sales, really meaning like building up a sales team, giving them a lease car, letting them drive around 20 locations per week, and that way try to open up the market. So there's a lot of strength in field sales that you can also, and maybe should also implement on the growth journey of your business. Then I come to my final point, optimize growth. Point 5. So if you want to optimize the growth in your business, you can obviously look for the growth drivers and focus on those specific growth drivers. Which part of the market are you doing well in? Which client segment is performing well? Where do you see the most growth possible on an easy way? So then fight churn. That's also a very important point. You want to have a client and you want to keep your clients, but some clients are stopping or canceling their subscription with you. So how to fight churn, that's a big win to make to optimize your business. You can look into tweaking your pricing or looking into tweaking your model. What services do you have? Is it currently a 3-tier system, or do you want to move to a 2-tier system? Pay per usage versus pay with a basic product and then extra usage on top of that. Things to look into and think about. Based on all those points and learnings, you can then adjust your go-to-market plan for your growth. Obviously, another very important point is account management, client success, and activation of your customers. There's a lot of hidden value in your clients that you already have, and what if you can do upsell to them or cross-sell to them? How can you really make them successful so that they not use your software or your solution for just this part of the business, but for the whole part of their business? So activating a client, super, super important, massive value in that. And then of course you have your team. Now you've built up your team. Is your team performing well or not? How do you enable your sales team? Do you need to train them more? So there's a lot of optimization you can do there. And then last point in optimized growth is mergers and acquisitions. As soon as you've reached a certain point where you're big enough and strong enough, you can also buy up other companies in different markets. I've experienced merger and acquisition myself, being part of the OneFit team, and this is a way to enter a new market without opening up shop in that new market. So merger and acquisition, very interesting for optimization of your growth. Well, coming to an end, where and how do you need support on your growth journey? Growing revenue, building teams, opening new markets. I can help you with that. Vondel, my business, we can help you with that in several ways. As a part-time advisor, a fractional head of business development or head of sales for your business, focused only on the strategy or only on the sales outreach. But also we can help you with a commercial due diligence, looking into optimizing your business and seeing like where are the challenges, and then we just spend a couple of days on analyzing your whole business and give you a good advice on how to move forward the right way. Or perhaps more full-time and more longer term as like an interim CCO or an interim VP sales. We also have options for that to work together. Or if you would say, I'm only interested in opening up a new market. Let's say you want to expand from the Nordics into the Netherlands, or from the Netherlands into Spain or into Germany, call us up. We've had several experiences as interim country manager across Germany, Nordics and Spain. And obviously the Netherlands are our main market. So we can help you with that. Please check in with us and let's discuss how we can help you grow with your business. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon.